right, it is time to go live on your property. Everything is done. The pre-listing is done. Inspections are done. We've done repairs or not. We've cleaned it. We've staged it. We've got the lockbox on it, the signs on it. It is going live on the MLS. We are probably going to be setting up some open houses, whether that is myself and our team specifically, or someone within our office that may be wanting to do that open house for us over the weekend. So those are the things that are happening. Now, we are going to set the stage first and foremost that it's a very good opportunity as we go live, brand new, that we do social media marketing, we do ads, we do a lot of different social media pushes and internet advertising to get that information out there to the masses, because we want to showcase your property as the absolute best that we can. Now, that being said, we want to make sure that we have priced your property right. We should have had that discussion already. And we should be getting at least 2 to 3 showings a week, if not more, especially the very first week it goes active. But if we have had about 8 to 10 showings and we don't have any offers yet, that means that there is something wrong with the overall picture of where we're at. So it could be that we didn't get enough, beautiful pictures. I really doubt that's going to happen. We'll have had a discussion probably about pricing, but we're also going to get feedback from the agents. And the agents may say, hey, I just don't like the fact that it's on a busy street. I don't like the fact that there's no backyard. Or, hey, the neighbors all kind of look down on my property. I'm a single story, everybody else is 2 stories. But those are things that are going to happen possibly, and that may need us to adjust our strategy. So usually when we have things that are taking away from the appeal of the property, we have to then adjust the price to get to the right price that will get people to see past those things or figure out ways that they can get around those things. So hopefully we're getting an offer, like I said, in that first week or two. In today's market, we're still in a seller's market, but when it switches to buyer's market, we will have to be more aggressive on our pricing or coming up with different strategies for bringing those people in to be interested in that property. There's lots of different ways to do that, and we'll get into it specifically with you guys as we are going through the process, if it becomes an issue for you. So we're going to get some offers in. Most likely, like I said, in that first 7 to 10 days, offers are going to come in, and it is going to be up to us to look at those offers. And hopefully we have multiple offers, so you have a lot to choose from, but we also want to be able to really look at the offers and see how good they are. So we put them into an Excel spreadsheet if there are more than 2, so 3 or more, go to an Excel spreadsheet. We're going to talk about the closing date. We're going to talk about the terms. We're going to talk about the appraisal, the contingencies, different things like that. So myself and our team, we will call the buyer's agent, we will call the lender, and we will engage them. Hopefully a good buyer's agent has already called our team and said, hey, what's most important to your seller? And, do you want a fast close? Do you want a short close? Do you need a rent back? Do they want to sell as is? What is it that is most important to them? Which ultimately we're going to be giving them all the details on what's most important so they can write the strongest offer that meets our terms. Now, occasionally an agent doesn't do that. Now, it's maybe that they're just not educated enough. Maybe they think they're too busy. Maybe they just really haven't been trained on what they should be doing as an agent to be presenting the best offer. So when I don't get that initial contact from that agent, that buyer side, I, as a listing agent, to help my clients, you guys, the sellers, protect you guys to the fullest, do our fiduciary duty. We call the buyer's agent. We have a full discussion with them about everything about their buyer. Why is their buyer buying? Do they have to buy? How long have they been looking? Have they written offers and been, beat out already? And then those are the things that we can then use to negotiate as we're going through the process. So if someone's like, oh, this is their first offer they've ever written, they're super nervous, that might not be the best offer for us. But when you've only got one, you go with what you got. So when we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 offers, 10 offers, we get to go through that process with that agent, get a real good feel for them. And then after we've done that, we go to the lender. We call the lender also. We get some details from the lender. Hey, can you share with us credit score? Hey, can you share with us debt to income ratio? How long have the people been on their jobs? How long have they been looking? We try to make sure that the agent and the lender have the same information. When the two of them say, hey, we've worked together for 8 years, we've done 100 deals together, or if they say, hey, you can call the lender, but it's my buyer's sister. She works at a credit union, and she's kind of new to the business. Those are things that are red flags for me. So I have to do what I can to bring that information back to my seller and share with them, you guys, hey, this person is using their sister, their lender, their blah, blah, blah. And it may not be the best person. We can then have a discussion with all parties and say, hey, you know what? Unfortunately, because you're using someone that's brand new or using a lender that's out of area, we're actually going to go with another offer that just has better terms, makes us feel more comfortable. And then you, as the sellers, really get to truly make that decision. We're going to line it all up for you. We're going to present it all to you, and we're going to allow you to make that final decision. We're going to share with you what we feel, how we've been doing this for 20 plus years. Here's what I feel most comfortable with. And, I believe this agent was fantastic. This lender was great. These buyers seemed super motivated, and they wrote a very strong offer. They had great communication. And so they have given us the best offer. So sometimes an investor comes in all cash and buyers are like, you know what? We're all cash. We are going to be kind of pompous and we're an investor and we're going to flip this house, because that does happen. But that may not be what's best for you guys as the owners. You as owners may have been living in this neighborhood for 20 years, raised your kids there. Now the new set of families are coming in and you really want a family to buy there and live in that community. Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. We're not, breaching any ethical standards, race, color, creed, national origin, sexual preference, familial status. We're just saying, hey, we really want a family to live in here, rather than some investor who's going to buy it, flip it, or somebody that's going to keep it as a rental. Nothing wrong with any of those things. Gives you the option to make sure you're selling to the people that you feel are the best fit for the environment. And then there's other sellers that are like, you know what? I just want top dollar, and that's all that matters to me. And I don't really care about the neighborhood and what it looks like in 3 years or 5 years. So that's the scoop. That is the next phase. And we'll be talking more as we go through the rest of this process. Have a good one.